GeForce Now is a cloud gaming platform that lets you play your games on cloud servers and games get streamed to your PC as videos. It's like watching a live stream, except you can control the live stream with your mouse and keyboard. That's cloud gaming. While the idea sounds cool and feels like it should be great, in practice I had many problems with cloud gaming, which I will cover in this video. I have been using GeForce Now for almost a year now, and yeah, my experience with it has been poor. My biggest problem with GeForce Now was easily the game library. You're only able to play games that are listed on their app, and as I'm currently recording this, there's only 2,200 games. There are many great titles, but also missing a lot, like, let me say, Red Dead Redemption 2. Is it here? No? Grand Theft Auto? Nope. What about Elden Ring? There is Lord of the Rings Gollum, if you want to play that. What about Spider-Man? No? And there's more really good games that are missing. But you know what they have? Among Us. Yes, a game that can possibly run on any device is on GeForce Now, for some stupid reason. Meanwhile, so many great and demanding games titles are just not listed here. Well, that's not the only problem with the library. As you know, there are many digital platforms which you can purchase games from, like Epic Games, Xbox, Steam, GOG. A lot of games come out in multiple of these places to maximize profits. Unfortunately, GeForce Now might have a game only listed on their library with a singular digital store. Let me show it to you. An example for this is Resident Evil. Where is this? Let's see this one. Yeah, as you can see, it's only on Steam. Except if you had Xbox Game Pass, you could play this game, but because GeForce Now doesn't have it, it forces you to use Steam. So even if a game is on GeForce Now, that doesn't mean you can actually play it. Now I talked about the library itself. Let's talk about the subscription. GeForce Now has three tiers. Free tier is not only slow, but most of the time it's not available. Like right now, if you try to use this free tier, it would make you wait for an whole hour, and you only get to play for 1 hour. Like, hello? Isn't this supposed to be like a free trial? But no, free tier is basically useless. Let me actually like cross this out, you know what I mean? And next, we have the performance tier. It sounds great, it lets you play in 2K, and it has 8 cores. Wait, you see that? It says V. What could V mean? It's virtual cores. Meaning, to make this easier, I wrote it here, okay? 8 vCPUs is equals to 4 cores, 8 threads. So what you're getting with performance tier is 4 core CPU. They're straight up scamming people. In what world are you advertising a CPU as virtual cores? It's hyper threading. 6 hours per session is pretty good. As long as you have the subscription, you're allowed to play infinitely. There's no limit. Queues are indeed really short. I have this subscription tier, by the way, and later I'll show how bad the performance is. It's not even a joke. But the next tier is the most expensive one. It's $20. Meanwhile, the performance is $10. But actually, this is a most price to performance value. So if you had to buy GeForce Now for some reason, definitely go with Ultimate. Don't go with performance. If you look at the specs, you get RTX2080, 16 virtual CPUs, that's 8 cores, 16 threads, and 8 cores is pretty good. You get to play it with 4K, 240 FPS. Also, I forgot to mention, in performance, they don't list the FPS because you only get 60 FPS. You only get 60 FPS. Not like 4 cores is able to push out 240 FPS. So we basically have a tier that is basically unavailable. It's stupid. There is one tier that is kind of bad, which I have, and ultimate tier, while I haven't tested out, like it has Nvidia Reflex, 4K 240 FPS. If you have this, you'll probably be like having fun. So from now on, when I'm like reviewing GeForce Now, all you have to know that I have this tier. Now let's go to GeForce Now and let me show you my settings. So here's my settings. I am playing with the custom streaming quality. I maxed out my bitrate. I'm gonna go with 1080p for now. 60 FPS, VSync on. I think with VSync it's better. Reflex, I'm not allowed to enable reflex. Yeah, if you want reflex, lower input lag, you have to pay extra $10. I don't like the resolution upscaling. And lastly, I live in the magical country Turkey, so my server location is Turkey. First game we're gonna look at is Cyberpunk. We're also gonna check out how long it takes to launch. Right now, it's like trying to find us a server to play on. It found a server. It's launching the Epic Games in the minimize section. Yeah, unfortunately, GeForce Now isn't that fast at launching games either. Let's start but game. I am pretty sure they are using some sort of RAID 0 server hard drives, so it's not too slow, but also compared to an actual SSD like a Gen 4 SSD, it is slow. But soon, can I skip this part? There'll be an intro. Cyberpunk was the only game I started playing on GeForce Now and finished on GeForce Now, and my experience wasn't perfect. Let me show you my settings, the settings I played with. So here's my setting. I got with DLSS DLA transformer models for extra quality. We don't have DLSS 4, no frame generation. Crowd density is set to low. I'll explain that later. None of that bullshit. Settings are optimized settings. I didn't go with full-on high settings, ultra settings, because if I did, the game legit doesn't run good. Like here, there's a if I enable the ray tracing, I wouldn't get 60 FPS. This is why I have the ray tracing disabled, and that's why I believe Nvidia is straight up scamming people. So actually, let's see what kind of performance we're gonna get. So we're hard capped at 60 FPS and we're actually getting to 60 FPS. And remember, this is 1080p native with optimized settings. So this is more like a console experience. In my honest opinion, Cyberpunk's benchmark isn't too demanding. Like there's not a lot of action going on. Actually, I forgot, we can enable this. At the bottom right. Since I'm literally living right next to the server, I'm getting 4 milliseconds and the input lag is still there. I'll show it to you later, but it's fine. We got 60 FPS stable. Apparently, our GPU is RTX2080 with 16 gigabytes of GPU memory. Because I'm pretty sure RTX2080 doesn't have 16 gigabytes of VRAM. Yep, RTX 2080 has only 8 gigabytes of VRAM, so this is lying. They're using some sort of server grade graphics card and masking its name with something else. This is the Nvidia GPU driver and the CPU. Oh man, I have so much stuff to talk about the CPU. This little thing is literally the reason I absolutely hate GeForce Now Performance tier. So this is a screenshot from Passmark. In my opinion, they are the most reliable source when it comes to benchmarks. And here we have two CPUs. Left we have the Nvidia GeForce Now thing, and on the right we have a really good budget 6-core CPU. First thing you're gonna notice, Intel CC150 is only at 3.5 gigahertz and no turbo speed. This is a low power server CPU. It is not meant to be. It is not meant to play games on. I'm pretty sure. And if you look at the single threaded rating, it has 2400, while the AMD Ryzen 5 5600 has 3200. It is 34% slower when it comes to single threading. Also, I missed a point. Intel CC150 has actually 8 cores. So you might be saying, oh, Nvidia didn't lie? Nah, they do lie. They give you half of these and use virtualization to share a CPU between two performance tier users to maximize their profits. So you get 4 cores with 8 threads. If you look at the bottom, which is the multi-core score, you basically have to divide 14,000 by 2, which leaves you with 7,000 multi-core speed. Meanwhile, AMD Ryzen 5600 has 21,000. Intel CC 150 is 3 times slower than the AMD Ryzen 5600, and you can get the CPU for $100. If you go second-handed, I'm pretty sure you can even find it for cheaper. Nvidia is basically giving you a non-gaming CPU for gaming. That is the most stupidest thing. We're gonna go to main menu and I will actually walk around the map to see actual performance. Again, let me mention that I am playing with crowd density set low. And my game is already dipping below 60 FPS. Even though we are capped, we have even the VSync enabled, but it's going down to 55 FPS. It's not ideal. Oh. Huge stutters. Let's go down to the entrance. So input lag is still there, okay? This is not 5 milliseconds of input lag, even though I have the Nvidia reflex on. No. It's not that bad. I played the game with this, so it's not horrible. You can absolutely play with this input lag, but it's not ideal. Yeah, a lot of the benchmarks usually happen here, and here, there's a lot of people here, and I'm dipping low as 50 FPS. Let's set the crowd density to high. Yo, wait, did I set it? I did. I set the crowd density to high, and like even with optimized settings, it's not able to stay steady at 50 FPS or 60 FPS. And I'm not asking that much. Look here, oh, you almost ran over him, dude. Hey, yo. When you set your crowd density high, the game becomes 40 FPS. If you disable it, it's more like 55. If we actually went in action, I believe we would actually get lower in performance. What do you think? Are the cops also shooting me? I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help with the cops, with the criminals. And as you can see, when we're in action, the FPS is even lower. It goes down to 40, 30. Let's try to go with ray tracing. You know what I mean. I'm gonna enable the ray tracing. Let's see what happens. Yes, I'm under a bridge. There's absolutely nothing going on. The game looks so good, but also 30 FPS. Leave me alone, cops. 27 FPS. What is happening? Fine, you made me do this. You made me go evil mode. I didn't want to do this. But you made me go evil. Yo, you're actually gonna run me over, dude. Only thing I like about GeForce Now is that it looks good. It looks like I'm playing natively on my PC. I will not deny that. Okay? Oh my god, they actually want to run me over, dude. Like, hello, I might be like a cyber psycho or whatever, but it doesn't give you... Yeah, dude, you cannot run me over, dude. I'm the main character. I'm a cyber psycho. I'm a cyber psycho. Let me go back to disable ray tracing. Crowd density low. Let's see if things will be fixed. It's better. It's definitely better. We went from 25 FPS to 35 FPS, so it doesn't make too much difference, but it feels more responsive. That's actually funny. Did you see that for a second? My input lag, I mean the millisecond went from 7 to 70. So having a good connection is really important. So you cannot really have a good input lag if you are playing on a mobile internet, and I feel like that defeats the whole purpose of cloud gaming. I want to play it wherever I want. They might need to add a 6-star or something. I've been here playing killing cops for the past 20 minutes. If this had a Ryzen 5 5600, we would be able to play at 60 FPS, by the way. We talk about the CPU. What about the GPU? So GPU is it's RTX 20 level performance card, but it's actually something else. I don't know what the name of the server grade graphic card is, but if it has a performance of a RTX 2080, there is only RTX 3060, and in my opinion, RTX 3060 is not some high-end GPU. It's legit 4 years old. I don't know how legit these sellers are, but you can grab it for like $200 or like this. Assuming this is a legit offer, you can have GeForce Now level graphics card only for $275. If you went for AMD, I bet you can find something even cheaper. So CPU is bad, graphic card isn't that good. It just sounds cool. RTX 2080 sounds really cool, but it's not. I'm pretty sure they do nothing with these feedbacks because no, I have always been saying 1 star and saying like CPU is terrible, and they don't do anything. They don't do anything. Our next game is going to be the finals. The Cyberpunk was on the Epic Games, and now we're going to launch Steam. Oh, I wonder how long the Steam will launch. This is another issue I had with Steam, where it gets stuck in the loading user data. On Steam, I have a lot of games. I have over like 15,000 games. Okay, this time that didn't happen. Also, we can actually, if the game doesn't launch too quickly, we can actually see the system information here as well to double check. Ooh, go away, the finals. Look, we can double check. 4 physical cores. Like, I'm not a liar. I'm not lying. It's using virtualization, Windows 11, GPU acceleration, RTX 2080. It says it's RTX 2080. So can someone verify that? 14 gigabytes of RAM is fine. It's using 4 hard drives. It is using some sort of RAID 0 hard drives. It got 3 2 terabyte hard drives. So this is RAID 0 with 3 hard drives, which is 100% slower than a SATA SSD. And look how slow this game is launching. Yeah, one of the issues I had was Steam was loading extremely slow. I would sit here for 5 minutes. Wow, apparently they fixed that. Maybe that wasn't a Steam issue. Okay, so The Finals is a competitive first-person shooter. Cyberpunk was a single-player game, and that's why, even if it was 40 FPS, it didn't bother me too much. And that's how I was able to play the game complete on GeForce Now. The Finals is a competitive, and when it comes to cloud gaming, any competitive game is a nightmare. Even if your latency between the server might be low, input latency is still there. You can 100% feel the input lag, which puts you on a big disadvantage. But I wanted to include the finals for another reason, and that's because how bad it runs on GeForce Now. And again, it's because of the CPU. Look, background is loading so slow. The background, did you see that? The game literally struggled to load in the background. It's literally, we're playing on a hard drive. Okay, apparently these are my settings. Let's put everything to high. We have RTX 2080. What could wrong? What could be wrong? I'm gonna go with a practice really quick. Let's go with the practice range. Okay, we're in the finals, and actually we're getting good FPS right here. We're getting 100 FPS. Wait, hold on, did it fix something? Well, well, there's some things that I cannot show, but I can easily tell that inputs are bad. Like, there is something wrong with the input lag. I actually play this game. This game is installed on my laptop, and I play this game daily. This is a competitive game, and the input lag is horrible. Don't look at the 6 milliseconds. Let's set my FPS limit to 60. Okay. Is this better? This is a bit... Oh, okay, this is better. Now, top right. Now we can see something interesting. Can you guess what it is? We are being bottlenecked by the CPU. GPU is at 50%. If I unlock the frame limiter, and we're getting 100 FPS, and we're limited by our CPU. Our graphics card is at only 70%. And that's not ideal. That's really not ideal. Let's go into a real match for proper benchmarking. Yeah, but the practice range is a really little place, so it's optimized, but the actual game itself, we're gonna have a lot of destruction and really large map. Oh, you see that? Did you see that? If I move my mouse, it started. Wow, it's that terrible. It's unplayable. This is what I mean. We're being so CPU limited, so freaking CPU limited, that our inputs are being delayed. Like, it's stuttering. I cannot play with. I really cannot play like this. I will go and reduce my settings in a bit. At least let me revive. Let me revive somebody. I'm pretty useless. Let me actually revive. This is a competitive game. You're gonna play at the lowest settings for maximum clarity. If that's the case, well, how is it gonna happen? What's gonna happen? No, like FPS is fixed, but input lag is so wobbly. It's so difficult to tell you what is happening. It's almost like my inputs are being delayed a full second. Like it's butter. It's like butter. Not buttery smooth. It's like someone covered my mouse with butter. And it's bad. You know what I should do? Let me disable the reflex. Let's enable DLSS. What about now? No, it's not fixed. You pretty much just have to take what I'm saying. As someone who has been playing this for the last 3 months non-stop, this is horrible. Even at the lowest settings, you're not able to get 60. It's dipping down to 40 FPS. Like with Cyberpunk at least, okay? Okay. Bro, I'm playing with GeForce Now. You have no excuse for not being able to kill me. Ooh, I'm getting shot at. Ooh, I cannot play this game. Goodbye. By the way, you cannot like install any game you have. It's not. It doesn't let you. They did some magic or whatever. It's not. It doesn't let you do it. This time, it didn't even ask for the feedback. It sucked so much. If you go to sessions board. What? Device 99%, uplink 90, network lag 90, packet loss 99, cloud rig 73. I would rate my experience like 10. Okay, network lag it was like 50. Up, I don't know. It's bad. It's bad. Your scores looked great. Okay, you know we are playing really demanding games. What about TF2? Do you like Team Fortress 2? Look, this is what I mean. It gets stuck at loading user data. So do you know how I fix this? If I don't do anything and just sit here waiting for this, it will give an error saying, hey, you are not playing any game. If you don't start a game in 5 minutes, we're gonna shut down your PC. So what I do is there's a website called SteamDB, free packages. You go here, press the activate button. Now we go back. Yeah. I both messaged GeForce Now and Steam. Steam said it had nothing to do with them. And Nvidia, of course, they also blame Steam. So who is it? We're getting whopping 300 FPS in the main menu. Wow. By the way, I know all of the games we're trying out today are first-person shooters. I like first-person shooters, but also, in my opinion, first-person shooters suffer the most with GeForce Now. Of course, if you play Among Us all day, GeForce Now is gonna be good. Again, the same story. The game loads really slow because it's using hard drive. This time, input lag isn't horrible. I kid you not. This is extremely good. Well done. This is almost like I'm natively playing the game on my PC. I'm not gonna lie. All we had to do was launch a game that came out in 2007 and we were able to play it. So even though the game is being rendered at around 120, we only can see 60. That's sad. I kind of take it back. How the input lag was good. Like it's not good. If you actually just played natively on your PC, the input lag would be 10 times better. Bro, fuck this game, bro. Who plays this game? I hope this fucking game dies. And for our last game, we're gonna go with Battlefield 2042. EA, please don't ask for my password. Oh, fuck you. This happens in GeForce Now a lot, where you have to keep signing in. I really hate it. The game is eventually gonna let me play it, damn it. Bro, what that is, bro? I haven't even joined the game yet and it's asked me to buy something. That's actually insane. What is War Mission? I don't care. I want the OG experience with 180 people. You know what I mean? Oh, let's spawn out of all the way back. How does this look to you? Does this look good to you? I have no idea, like, if you can see what I'm seeing. I mean, not that, like, as you can see, my FPS is again the same problem. It's dipping down 45 FPS. Like, I'm so sad if anyone of you out there has to play Battlefield 2042 with this. It genuinely is sad. Again, Battlefield is another one of those games that are competitive. You know, you're fighting other people, and this is not ideal. I got that dude. I've just I'm dead. I hope you can see this. I'm not making stuff up to lower the Nvidia's market. My plan is not to reduce Nvidia's stocks. Okay. I'm not. Ooh, I missed. Oh, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Oh, doggy. Oh, doggy. I'm dead. Well, 48 FPS, horrible input lag, 15 milliseconds of ping, which I don't trust that even a slight bit. I'm pretty sure they're just straight up lying to make you feel better. Don't shoot me. Okay, like it's a Battlefield 2042 has only vehicles. I haven't seen a single person to shoot. All of them are in some sort of a vehicle, like helicopter, tank. Bro, I don't play this game. So what is the solution to this? It's basically to get Ultimate Edition. The solution is to spend more money. That is literally the motto. That is literally what Nvidia wants from you. Also, did I accidentally draw Among Us here? Hold on. Well, do I have anything good about GeForce Now to say? Yeah, the stream quality looks great, okay? I'm playing with maximum bitrate, and when you max it out, it looks like you're playing natively. Other good thing is that I got my subscriptions for very cheap. Okay, it's basically $10 per month. So I paid $40 for 12 months. So actually, I get a pretty good deal with Performance tier. So I'll admit, it's pretty cheap, but the quality of the product is equally terrible. I considered about upgrading to Ultimate tier, but you can't. If you want to upgrade, you straight up need to pay the full price. So it's not like you can begin with a $10 subscription and then pay another $10 to upgrade to Ultimate. No, they want you to spend the full $20. You need to cancel this. They literally scammed me. If I just paid $10 for 1 month, I'd be like, yo, this is bad. I will not play this. They pretty much charged me extra $30. This is how much money they stole. Nvidia, they robbed me. This is how much money they stole from me. And I think they still do make deals like these. So don't fall for this. To make my money's worth, this is why I'm making this video. To share how terrible Nvidia GeForce Now is for the performance tier users. I demand a full refund. And as an apology, I want RTX 2080 with a copy of GTA 6. If my demands are not met, Nvidia, I will leak the RTX 2080 and pictures of Jensen without his leather jacket on. Well, that will be it for this video. I hope I helped you with this video by making you change your mind about getting GeForce Now Performance tier. Just get a second-handed gaming PC, okay? maybe buy a Steam Deck or something. You're gonna have much better experience.